Good Thursday, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com providing superior forecasting for the northern Mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith with the detailed video forecast discussion and a review of the Clipper that just weekly passed through the region last night. Some areas received some, others none. And then, of course, we've got the storm potential that the Weather Channel is calling Lola. And Lola is actually a showgirl, not a winter storm, but whatever. Anyway, here's the video forecast discussion for Thursday, the 22nd of January 2015. Lots of low and mid clouds remain across the region this morning. At sunup here, we have basically cloudy skies. Most temperatures are generally running anywhere from the upper 20s over interior New Jersey to the low and mid 30s just about everywhere else, around freezing. For example, Central Park, LaGuardia, Kennedy, Newark, and Teterboro, all cloudy. Teterboro had some flurries this morning as the shortwave max runs through. Newark Liberty at 31, 33 at Kennedy, 31 at LaGuardia, 31 at Central Park. Long Island, a few flurries, Islip and Hansford of the flurries over on West Hampton. Temperatures on 30 to 34 degrees. And basically up the Hudson Valley, cloudy this morning. Temperatures 21 at Newburgh, 27 at White Plains, 18 at Poughkeepsie, and rising. And in New Jersey, well, basically cloudy skies everywhere. Temperatures running in the mid 20s across Andover at 24 and Sussex at 24, up to about 31 at Newark Liberty International this morning. Philadelphia has cloudy skies 32, and Allentown is also cloudy and 28. The winds are light or out of the calm direction or out of the north to northeast direction this morning at speeds less than 5 to 10 miles per hour. And this is the Mesonet graphic of the snow totals, basically in a graphical form from yesterday. We posted this on the website as well. Generally 1 to 2 inches of snow, and the further north you went, basically nothing. Although this morning there was a little clipper that passed through with some flurries around 4 o'clock. That's now out on eastern Long Island, and there's just a few more disturbances to move through, but these will be dying out too as they make their way through the region. Water vapor and 500 millibar analysis this morning of the continental United States. Here is the development of a positively tilted trough and a very fast flow in the subtropical jet stream, also active flow in the polar jet stream. And here's a couple of vort maxes or disturbances moving through. These will begin to minor out and remain to our south as drier air begins to push in to the region with decreasing cloud cover throughout today. So today's okay, tomorrow is okay too. We'll find an increase of cloud cover, especially during the afternoon and evening. And this is the development of Lola, basically, if you want to call it that. The Weather Channel does. We don't here. But this storm system will head towards, rapidly develop, and move rapidly up the coast and then out to sea it goes. But its impacts on the northern mid-Atlantic region will be reaching the region on Saturday and Saturday night. Morning pass. The visible satellite imagery this morning shows the leftover of what was left over of the flurries and that moved through northern New Jersey earlier around 4 o'clock, 4:30 this morning. That's out on eastern Long Island now. And it's all dampening out as drier air is beginning to win out in our forecast region, and just these disturbances down to the south here will not affect our region during today. This is the eastern mosaic of the radar, and this is the development of the storm in question for Saturday and Saturday night. Here's a couple of disturbances once again racing off the northeast coast. They had some enhancement here out on eastern Long Island, and this band of light snow here across the Delmarva is also weakening as it crosses over the Chesapeake this morning. We can see that nicely as it continues to weaken, and this area moving away. So we're going to be in an area of drying conditions for the rest of today. We have no airport delays today anywhere in the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia metro area, and these watches or advisories here are all going to be getting out of here by 8 o'clock this morning, so they're really not worth talking about. On the aviational weather deck, we have some areas here as these were probably part of the advisories that are left over until 8 o'clock this morning across this region from Trenton down towards the Delmarva here. Basically, these are IFR conditions with ceilings below 1,000 feet, but that will be improving soon. And we're in MVFR ceilings to the north and east here, and VFR conditions in place out over Long Island. But although there is VFR, there's some light snow at Suffolk County Airport this morning at the Gabreski Airport there. And right now we're expecting ceilings at about 500 to 1,500 feet early this morning with areas of light snow reducing visibilities to 3 to 5 miles. And a briefly heavier band of snow showers this morning, mainly around Wilmington and possibly mixed with sleet or freezing rain. All of this stuff seems to be dissipating completely. After 15Z this morning, which is just shortly after this broadcast, ceilings improving to 2,500 feet by midday and then at or above 3,000 feet by early this afternoon. Northwest winds slowly increase with a few gusts to near 15 knots this afternoon. Tonight, VFR clear, light northwest wind, confidence above average here. Small chance of some patchy fog late in the countryside with radiational cooling there. Friday VFR, but with increasing clouds, and of course Friday night through Saturday night IFR, limited IFR ceilings and visibilities in snow and rain. Lowest ceilings from about 8 to 14Z on Saturday morning with accumulating snow at Philly expected. More rain southeast of Philadelphia and snow northwest of Philadelphia. Northwest gust up to 20 knots on Saturday afternoon and night. We return to VFR on Sunday and Sunday night and Monday. Increasing clouds again. Potential for lower ceilings due to some snow late Sunday night and Monday in a clipper storm or clipper moving across the region. Right now outside of Newark, 31, dew point 21, humidity 66%. The wind is light out of the northeast at 5, visibility 10, broken ceilings at 20,000 and 3,800 or 3,800. And basically a northwest wind and VFR conditions will be improving from MVFR this morning. And we're in MVFR at Philadelphia. That too will also improve throughout the morning. Temperature now at freezing, 32, dew point 28, humidity 85%. The wind is southwest at 6, visibility 5 with a little bit of fog, and all these conditions will be improving with broken to scattered cloud cover throughout the afternoon. I also want to point something out here. We have no marine watches or warnings at this time, but chances are we're going to get into small craft advisories and possibly even gale gust on Saturday afternoon and Saturday night. Sunday and Sunday night, the seas will be decreasing below small craft advisories as the storm passes. Monday, some small craft advisories may be needed as an Alberta Clipper redevelops off the mid-Atlantic coast. So just to keep you in mind for mariners out there. Earlier this morning, I posted this on Facebook, and basically this is a 250 height jet stream. Here is our active polar jet diving in and up over Canada here into the Intermountain region, and then conjoining that would be the subtropical branch of the jet stream. So the two kind of merging together here, but we have no blocking here in the northern Atlantic, so the stream is rapidly moving from southwest to northeast, and hence the storm system will be 2. We talked about the reason why we have no winter storms here. Basically this is the culprit, the extremely hyperactive Pacific jet in the polar branch right now, and as a result of that we're getting storms, but the storms are in and out of here. But that does not diminish the impacts for Saturday and Saturday night along the mid-Atlantic coast states, and we'll get into that in just a moment. Okay, the next impact will be, of course, Saturday and Saturday night across the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia, northern mid-Atlantic region, and I just want to focus in on the thermal gradient here, setting up for Saturday afternoon across the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia, Delmarva region. Temperatures will be near or at above freezing in most locations over the interior. These are surface temperatures at around 2 meters here, and notice the contrast of the very warm water. Very warm temperatures actually at 2 meters in the 70s. These are not the ocean temperatures. These are the actual air temperatures out over the ocean as the storm is exiting across the benchmark during Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. This kind of contrast is going to lead to a strong amount of lifting and lots of precipitation, but where the precipitation falls on a northeast to north or barrow wind here, will be isobarical wind will be conditional on just how much warming occurs along the coast. So we're not looking at a snowstorm here, but we are looking at precipitable water values increasing, and also looking at interior snow north and west of I-95 and over the interior sections. Again, the concentration of this will be the dynamics as the storm develops and moves rapidly across the benchmark. And this is again from the NAM 4-kilometer model from 6Z this morning. These are the 850 millibar temperatures. This is important because this is the what we're expecting, or similar to what we're expecting by Saturday afternoon. Find very warm temperatures here at the 850 millibar level, all above freezing, and all around 12 to 14, 16 degrees Celsius as the storm makes its pass close to the New Jersey, New York waters. Over the interior, temperatures will be near or at freezing at 5,000 feet. So it's more than likely that precipitation is going to change over to rain and then probably change back to snow as it exits the region. Therefore, we get into the impacts. This is the snow total range forecast from the National Weather Service in Philadelphia this morning. Obviously, amounts are much lower around the coastal plain here as a result of the warming from the onshore flow on Saturday afternoon and evening, so they're generally forecasting between 1 to 2 inches of total snow through Saturday night, 2 to 3 inches further over the interior, and then when you get past central New Jersey into northwestern New Jersey, the further in this area would be concentrated would be the 3 to 4 inch range, and then lighter amounts as this area here in the Poconos and extreme northwestern New Jersey is probably too far west and removed. Again, this is preliminary graphics. All of this will be decided by the actual track and current temperature conditions across the region on Saturday. The snow total forecast range is from the National Weather Service in New York City, and again, it shows some enhancement to the snow with a 4 to 6 inch swath across the northern portions of Long Island, the southern shores of Connecticut. Again, this will probably be where the thermodynamics and frontogenic forcing for snow banding will be at its greatest during Saturday afternoon and Saturday night as the storm pulls away from the benchmark. GFS forecast, precipitation type and thickness is here, and the pressure levels here as we move into Saturday. First, we're expecting the snow, ice, and rain, everything to start spreading in rapidly across the region, but probably after midnight across southern portions of the Delmarva and the Race, and build rapidly across the region. There's a lot of warming that's going to be occurring initially right along the coast, so it could be rain and sleet. And over the far north and western suburbs and back towards Philadelphia, the I-95 corridor, that's where the sleet and snow could be accumulating. Then everybody seems to go to rain except for the northern tier here into the Hudson River Valley, northwestern New Jersey, mixed with rain and snow. Looks right now like it's going to be primarily moderate to heavy rain along the coastal plain as the storm rapidly deepens during Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. This is where things get interesting. The storm deepens rapidly, several millibars per hour. The frontogenetic forcing takes hold, and the heaviest snow bands now shift to the coast, where everybody starts going back over to snow before ending, and some of the snow could be thumping down around Long Island into interior Connecticut and the Hudson River Valley area and interior southeastern Massachusetts. Rapid warming at 850 millibars means everybody goes over to rain for a period of time, and then as the storm begins to pull away, the temperatures drop below freezing, so the precipitation then begins to fall back as the form of snow, and some of it could be heavy, where the heaviest banding could be confined over this region right here. Snow ratios on Saturday will probably be in the 10 to 1 range because of the temperature dew point spreads being so close to one another and near or above freezing. The NAMS forecasting precipitable water values the strongest right along the coast and of course into Connecticut with the greatest extent of better than an inch or two, probably located well out east over the ocean. And the GFS keeping most of this in the liquid form to, well, the liquid equivalent here of about an inch or two, actually less than an inch across the interior sections, getting close to an inch. So it's a very dynamic and wet system, but could be most of the heaviest precipitation associated with this storm will actually be out over the ocean, but where banding sets up and the temperature profile is just right. During Saturday afternoon and evening, this is where the heaviest snow will likely fall. I took a look at the short-range ensemble forecast, and it looks like the preliminary thoughts from both offices here at the National Weather Service look to be pretty much on target at this point, unless additional changes begin to be seen in some of the modeling as we get closer to the event. So of course we'll be monitoring everything here in live form and also on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, so that you can be informed and stay up with us as well following the storm. For everything live, it's Garden State Weather, gardenstateweather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You have a pleasant Thursday, and we'll be back with finer details on this storm during tomorrow.